Raphael, so good to see you guys. Raphael, I'm so glad to hear that, man. I'm so glad to hear that. I hope you're able to catch some video. That's so cool, dude. What was your favorite part of the gig, man? Eagles, you are way too kind. Thank you. Eagles, you're way too kind. Raphael, that's A-okay, man. That is A-okay. I just love seeing people jam and have fun. I was gonna say it's nerve-wracking enough when you're just trying to remember everything that you're playing and the order it goes and how you did it. It's so much fun. Eagles, you're way too kind, man. Still very much a small streamer, and I don't plan on changing that. I'm not a huge fan of shows where people have to pay to be seen. I'm not really a huge fan of that. Eagles, I am good. I am so tired, man. That's what's in my voice today, unfortunately. It is it's quite a bit of work at work today. Talking with quite a few people, and customer service, man, it'll drain your voice some days. But I'm doing pretty good seeing you guys and hanging out with you guys. We're just kind of chill streaming it tonight. I don't know I don't know if I will be doing much talking, but you know, we're doing our thing. And thank you guys. I appreciate it. Greensleeves by Wes Montgomery. Dude, I will check that out. I really will. Casa, unfortunately, don't do covers here. Long story behind all that. But yeah. Evening, how y'all doing? It's good to see you again, Missy. Raphael, she is. Raphael, I actually am curious too. What is the name of your band? Hey, Robert Thomas, how you doing? Dude, Mrs. Gray is one of the most supportive people I think I've met in a very, very, very long time. And she's amazing. As you guys get to see her and talk with her, you'll see what I mean. But yeah. Eli, that's such a fun song. Thank you, Robert. I really, really appreciate that, man. Dan, welcome to the chat. Right back at you, man. Thank you so much, man. This is that vintage Lotus I was telling you guys about. Caleb, welcome, man. Oh, welcome, Caleb. Hey, Tay, how you doing? Missy, I get told I sound like Corey Taylor. I get told I sound like or look like Pharrell. I'm told I sound like a 90s grunge artist. And yeah, all sorts of things. I did, Kellen. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Listen to that song, and it was it was a lot of fun, man. I had heard it kind of before, but I hadn't really listened to the lyrics, and so I was doing dishes and listening to the song. I gotta say, that's probably one of the most wholesome songs I think I've ever heard from Nickelback. It's kind of cool. $335, welcome to the chat. Sorry guys, my voice is not with me today. And yeah. I can't play Guitar Hero, Caleb. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a crazy name, Raphael. Thank you so much, Raphael. Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you forever. How you doing, Happy? Robert, I don't know what to say with that, man. I hope you can get back to playing, man. I really do. Yeah, Raphael, she found me on the side of the road and decided to just be like, hey, you know, I guess I'll keep you. That's not really how that happened, but let's try this. I don't know about that. We'll see about that. I feel like that one's already taken. Don't mind me as I'm just working on song chords. Something's there. I don't know what it is. Something's there. Let me see if I still have my drum tracks in there. So, fun fact. Thanks, man. I know, I'm just like, man, that sounds very familiar. It sounds very familiar. See what we can import here. So that's the fun thing about recording drums, is every once in a while you have drums that you haven't used yet. No, that's not it. It's kind of fun. I was sending songs off to a really dear friend of mine, and these are old songs that songs I've not listened to in probably a year or so, and maybe a little bit less than. Maybe a little bit less than, but songs that have never seen the daylight, other than just messenger to a few people, and it's still a little bit crazy to me just how things work out, you know. You are working on a song forever, and you think this is the best thing ever, and then as you play it and you build on it, you get another idea, and that idea is the best idea ever, and then you keep working on it, and before you know it, there's another one, and it's the best idea ever. And I know you guys know what I mean, but eventually you end up with like 20 different songs, and none of them are finished. Or in the case of this album, you end up with like 7 or 8 different songs that are almost finished, just not quite. Hey, how you doing, Ghostface? Oh my goodness, you guys are going in chat. Okay, I gotta stop and read for just a second, guys. Looks like you guys are having a blast, and that's awesome. Raphael, thank you, man. I enjoy playing guitar for you guys. I apologize. I'm so wiped today, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Eagles, I don't know if you're the king of jokes, man. I don't know. I feel like Caleb is gonna be the one who wins that one. Raphael, I started playing drums when I was a kid. Probably maybe 14. 12 to 14, somewhere around there, I would say. I was wondering, with the trading going on with the Eagles, I looked at Mrs. Gray Eagles. I was like, I wonder what Eagles thinks about this. And saw that you guys were trading with the Texans. I'm like, okay. I'm glad you're doing good, Ghostface. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Raphael, yeah, my main instrument is guitar. And I play a little bit of bass, play a little bit of drums, very little bit of keys. One of my favorite instruments to play, though, is hooky. And playing hooky comes pretty easy. Alright guys, we're getting back into chill music. Oh my god. good to see you. Corey, good to see you. So good to see you guys. So much fun to see you all. We're getting back to the music in just a moment. Just saying hi. Tiki, Corey, so good to see you guys. So good to see you all. I agree, Caleb. Eagles is such a bad influence. Probably the youngest one here, but man, he is such a bad influence. Oh my goodness. Mac and cheese, it's so good to see you. Happy, I'm using a Vox AC10. At best, it's the best amp I've ever played through, man. Mrs. Gray is telling you guys all our secrets about coffee. Amen, Tiki. That is how it's supposed to be. Corey is 100% right. That is exactly how it's supposed to be. Mostly chocolate milk and just a teensy bit of coffee. Oh. Alright guys, gotta catch up on chat again. You guys are having a blast. I'm so glad to see that. How is everybody doing? Breakfast combo, welcome, welcome. I appreciate that, man. So, Robert, Vox is super cool. It actually does metal pretty well. When I run it through my pedal board, one second, I'll show you what I mean. It works really, really, really well for metal. It's a very compressed sound already. And so when you take that, there you go. When you take that compressed sound and you add a less fuzzy distortion, it actually comes through very, very well. There we go. Normally I don't run through my pedal board very much anymore, especially for lots of what we've been doing recently here. Haven't really needed to, but it actually does really good. So for these happy, I just use my cell phone. It's an iPhone 11. The speaker and the microphone on it are pretty good. Normally, what I used to do is use my mixer and then run a condenser microphone for the room mic, but really haven't had to do that at all recently. Tubes are still warming up all the way. Don't mind me as I bump you guys there. Down there. Turn back some of that treble. Check this out. It gets so compressed and so beautiful. Yeah, it does it really, really well. It's not good for like modern ultra processed where it's like exaggerated low end, but it actually does it really, really well. Don't know if it's going to translate nearly as well through the phone, but it actually does it really well. Eagles, what? happy early birthday. That's so cool.
Do we need to sing happy birthday?
I don't know. Eagles, what day next week is it, if I may? Corey, you are way too kind. So what's funny is I'm running a distortion, I have an overdrive, and then I have another fuzz distortion circuit. It's so cool. 24th. Today's the 13th, right? So it's a little bit more than a week. Dude, we're gonna sing you happy birthday on the 24th if we can. And we're gonna make it an Eagle stream. Alright guys, sorry I'm still catching up on chat. I apologize. You guys are going wild in the comments and I love it. I need coffee too, guys. That's what I actually have in here. After today, I really, really needed it. Guys, the Ben is awake. So get ready. He's probably going to start singing with us. So happy, absolutely. I was kind of worried about that before. I was looking at getting an AC30 because I was like, that's going to be as much volume as I'll ever need. And then Caleb and I, we were in a shop in St. Louis and we couldn't even crank it. I can't crank this amp indoors. It's 10 watts of tube power, which is very, very different than 10 watts of a solid state. It gets very loud and very, since it's only a 10 watt, it doesn't have a super high headroom. So it stays mostly compressed, but it handles it very, very well. Raphael, I may just need to do that. Fabian, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Lori, hello. Hello. So Tiki, what you can do with coffee, Mrs. Gray and I used to do this. Make your coffee fresh. Get a silicone mold or a hard plastic mold. Once it's cooled off just enough so that it doesn't melt, pour your coffee in there, throw that in the freezer, and then brew your coffee for the next day. And what that does is, instead of watering down your coffee with ice, you just coffee your coffee. So you can make it a little bit extra sweet and it starts to get a little bit more mellowed out as the ice melts. It's so much fun. Corey, you are way too kind. Guys, we are almost at 500 subs. We are pushing so quickly. Hey, Ben. He is looking over here, guys. Caleb, you are way too kind, too. So there's a few steps into getting this channel monetized and all that sort of stuff. And that's not the huge goal with this, but we are working towards that. Let's see. Let us see. Dude, you guys are way too kind. So, first name, last name, I'm almost back to the music, guys, as well. This is my 1980s. It is a Lotus, I believe it's a 556. No, this one is the 570. Made in Korea. Don't know which factory, but made in Korea. These are rumored to have DiMarzios. I have not pulled off the back to look. But
Look who's here.
some rumors said that they had DiMarzios. I agree, Caleb. Eagles is bringing cake for everybody.
Very bottom.
Very bottom. Dude! Welcome, Coyote. It's good to see you guys. Oh my goodness. Dude, if you can, happy, check out the AC10 or the AC15. You can always swap out speakers. The AC10 has also a 10-inch speaker, so it's a lot tighter sounding, less woofy than a 12-inch. Happy, have a great night. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Dead Man, welcome to chat. So good to see you. So good to see you. Jacob, good to see you. I hope your package has made it. I agree, Caleb. Honestly, Coyote, I'm waiting for the day when you look at me and you tell me that you ordered one. Because it's a good amp, man. It really, really is. Dead Man, I have the 570. I believe there was the 560. I think 570. I may have misspoke with the 556, but that may have been one of the models. Lotus was around until the 90s, and it was in the 90s that they really lost their reputation for being good instruments, but you can still find Strats, you can find Les Pauls, you can find basses, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You just have to be careful with the ones in the 90s. They transitioned into plywood guitar bodies versus full wood bodies and caused some issues there. Oh my goodness. Dude, how are you as tall as your playpen? How are you? How are you as tall as your playpen? Hey, dude. Bless you.
He totally just used my shirt sleeve as a tissue.
I feel like he just does that now. So, one last thing before we get back to the music. Dead Man, with the 570s, I'm not sure if the other models have it. They have a phase switch already built in. So you can do like the quacky Les Paul out of phase sound, or you can do the in phase, just normal Les Paul sound. It's so cool. Have a great night, Dead Man. Absolutely, dude. So bridge pickup is really good for that. The rhythm I like on leads, it's a little bit, it's really, really throaty. So when you're going up high, it gets really, really good. Oh my goodness. Eagles, have a great night. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming and hanging. Dude, so Jacob, fun fact about all of these guys is that each guitar I've learned has something that it's at least decent at. Some guitars really good at rock, some guitars are really good at lead and blues and that sort of stuff. They have a really good voicing for that. Many times it's player, but more than the guitar, your amp. Your amp has such a huge part of your sound. It's kind of crazy. So if you go back to some of the old streams when I'm using my Fender, it is very clean. It's very open, I guess. And it's, dude, the frontmans are great. I was using a Fender Champion 30 DSP, and it's supposed to mimic tube, but it doesn't quite do it. It's very open, it's very loud, but the Vox kind of has a closed offness to it. Again, it's compression that Fender doesn't really have. It's not bad, it's not better, it's just it is what it is. But your amp really will dictate a lot of your sound. Mr. John, so good to have you. Welcome to chat. Cobra King, I am not that skilled, unfortunately. Nah. There's a video years ago, though. I remember the guy, I think it was America's Got Talent. He didn't have any arms. And he was playing, I don't remember what song it was. Guy's incredible. It's that whole thing of you can find a way. You can find a way. Jacob, one of my recommendations, if you want to stay with Fender, try the Fender Champion. It's really good. It's really good. If you want to try something a little bit different and you want to stay within, a decent budget range, I would check an old Peavey. Peaveys were really good. I would check, see if you can find a Viper. The old Viper modeler amps were great. So much fun. So much fun. Robert, I have a Floyd, and I love the guitar. I hate the Floyd. I hate restringing it. I hate restringing Floyds. I wish. Agreed, Caleb. They are the BMWs and the Cadillacs. They are wonderful when they work. They're wonderful when they are in tune. Everything's going smooth. It's great. But the moment your string breaks and now your guitar is out of tune while you're on stage, it sucks. Also, shout out to the mods tonight. Mrs. Gray coming in like Thor with the band hammer. Guys, I appreciate you all and I appreciate my mods. We do keep it a pretty family-friendly space here.
Rule this chat with an iron fist.
Oh my goodness. Agreed. I agreed, Coyote. Thank you so much, Coyote. It's so good to see you again, man. I hope to see you soon. And yes, we're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well as well. So, Robert, what are your thoughts on the Floyds? Like I said, if it wasn't for the tuning, if it wasn't for the, I hate it because when you put the string into the bridge, I've had them come loose, and I've cranked that thing as far as it'll go, and sometimes it just doesn't hold very well. Oh, look, if you're heading out, sir, have a good night. Have a good night. But yeah, guys. happy. I tend to improvise on these guys. Unless I'm like singing one of my songs or something like that. A lot of it's just playing what I think sounds good or just experimenting a bit. So this past Saturday, I want to say, I had somebody in chat and they were saying they had been having a rough day and the music was helping them. So that's why for a week we've been playing, almost a week, we've been playing mostly just chill music because it's nice coming home from a long day and being able to come home, take off the day, and then just kind of unwind. So I'm hoping this music helps people do is just relax a little bit and enjoy the day. Mr. John, you're so kind. And then happy there's moments like that where my fingers don't quite do what I want them to do. Hey Alex, welcome to the stream. I actually don't do covers here. Long story short, lots of copyright, fair use stuff, and long story I'll get into a different time. But yeah, I agree, Happy. Are you ready for this, Ben?
He's been dancing.
I think he likes it, guys. So, if Eagles was here, I would tell him he needs to have a mayo cake for his birthday. One of the best things ever. I agree, dude. I agree, dude. Pardon me, guys, as I'm going back through chat and reading what you guys were saying. Jacob, American Strats are cool, man. The J45, I feel like that's the acoustic, right? I feel like that's the acoustic. Going between coffee and water, guys.
Oh, that reminds me, I was gonna make some more coffee. I don't know if I should have.
Honestly, we still got time. Still
It's
got time.
only 8:30.
There's so much Transformers to be watched. So my wife and I, we have been binging the 80s Transformers cartoons. And oh my goodness, it's so much fun. Yeah, it's those guys. Those are beautiful guitars, dude. So the J45, it comes in a few different variations. But those are beautiful looking acoustic guitars. Agreed, Caleb. Happy a couple of different bands, but right now I have been enjoying. Whew.
The way he's looking at you.
Hey, dude. I love you too.
He wouldn't even look
Oh,
at
he's
the snack.
smiling.
He was just
Hi.
staring at you while holding his mouth open so I could give him the snack.
This is the cutest kid, guys. I'm not even teasing. Bands that inspire me right now. I would say Red still. I've been getting into, years ago, I started getting into Midwest emo. It still inspires me today. So like The Hotelier, really good sound. Reliant K, still inspirational for me. Demon Hunter, definitely inspirational. The lyrics of Demon Hunter and the composition is so good. Yeah. And as far as guitar playing, definitely Joe Satriani, one of my favorite guitar players. I don't even know his whole discography, honestly, but every song that I've listened to of his, it's been super inspirational. I used to listen to a guy named Lincoln Brewster when I was a little kid, and I was like, man, that guy's incredible, and he is. And then I heard Joe Satriani, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that guy's incredible. Caleb, please send me that if you have not already. I would love to check that out. Well, guys, we have been going for over an hour. I want to say thank you so much to everybody for coming in, hopping in on stream. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am so beat right now. So I'm going to hop off of here, probably eat some food, hang out with Case and Ben, and get ready for work in the morning. Dude, Snap Your Fingers is such a good song. Such a good song. I actually have the CD of that album, and I think my favorite Satch song still is Flying in a Blue Dream. Mr. John, thank you for joining. I love playing for people. We are working on building subs, building this channel into something viable here. There is stuff coming up in the works as well where people can support in other ways. But honestly, guys, thank you. Thank you for coming and listening. I said something when I was a kid, and I mean it. Yeah. 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 I mean it. Still to this day, my music is never gonna be locked behind a paywall. You're never gonna have to pay for a song. Um, I I can't stand that. I can't stand when people do that. I can't stand people when people get ignored unless they pay money. I don't think that's right. And nobody's here for money. Money is just what we use for bartering. But what I want is people to have a place where they can come and relax and hang out. We are building a community. We are building a really cool spot. I'm really thankful. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm not trying to be mushy. I'm just telling you guys what it is. But we are heading towards 500 subs so fast, and it's blowing my brain. Thank you. We are going to go live again, Lord willing, tomorrow. It may be around 6:30 or 7. We'll see what's going on. And as you can hear, Ben is trying to call me over. I heard that. I heard that, dude. I'm coming for you. Oh my goodness. Here it is. We've been spending like weeks trying to get him to say dada, and he decides to just say no and start calling me papa instead. You can't buy that, guys.
He's been watching too much Berenstein Bears.
Mm-hmm. So guys, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you all so much. Thank you for coming. Feel free to sit in on these lives, chat, make friends. You saw Song Feedback Live was in the chat. That's the channel I'm telling you guys. If you write original music, if you are a producer, anything like that. Saturday they're going to be going live Saturday night, and Saturdays and Tuesdays they do their live streams. You can send stuff in for free, have it reviewed, and level up your music game. They're really, really cool people. Tiki was in there too. Just get in contact with those guys and it will help a lot. I will see you guys, Lord willing, tomorrow for our next live. I appreciate you all. Thank you all again. We'll see y'all soon.